Welcome to the channel English with Nar. Today, I'm going to give some tips in this COVID-19 pandemic era, especially to the students when they're at home. So, dear children, now we have passed 1 year in this COVID situation without school being run. You have all been engaged in online learning. Now, though the school is going to reopen, but mostly, probably, it will be online education once again. Because we had the second phase of COVID situation in India, and you must have seen the news, how fatal it was, how it took away many lives. As our Honorable Prime Minister of India says, the students' lives is more important than the education. And so, we had also cancelled the 10th board and 12th board exams in India. So, as you are aware of all these things, you know that this academic year also commences with online teaching. So I thought it essential to give some counseling on this. Dear children, I would like to tell you 5 points during this situation. You see that most of the kids, most of the children, most of the youth are going into depression. Not only youth, we find that the adults are also going into depression and frustration because of remaining at home for longer hours, longer months, and not only month, it has been a year. So we should know how to engage ourselves. So watch the video till the end, and we'll have a goal. You'll feel yourself self-motivated away from depression at the end of the video. So dear children, first and foremost is your online education. We should adapt ourselves to the online digital teaching or learning. Now you see, this pandemic has given a change to the world. It has become a turning point, and it has become a digital revolution. The pre-pandemic era will not be the same as the post-pandemic era. Though willingly or unwillingly, many of the offices, many of the workplace, many of the operational area have been converted into digital world. Many have adapted themselves to this digital world, but a few have not. But tomorrow, everyone has to support and adapt themselves to this digital revolution that is going to take place. So dear kids, children, youths, make yourselves change to this changing world. Is it of Charles Darwin theory that survival of the fittest? So if you adapt yourself to the changing situation, then you survive in this world. So you have to learn adaptability. So second point is adaptability. Whether you like it or not, but you have to be trendy. When the world is going to the digital revolution, a change, a drastic change, we have to change ourselves. We have to make ourselves tech savvy. So update yourself. Of course, the teachers or the professors will be engaging you once again in the digital teaching of theirs in this academic session. The parents should also understand what's happening in this world, in this country. It's reportedly heard that the third phase or the third wave is also going to be there in 2 to 4 weeks, or maybe a longer bit in Maharashtra and all. So we should be mentally prepared to cope up with this situation. Nobody likes to sit at home. Nobody likes not to do work, to go to different place, to socialize. But we have to succumb to the situation. In this scenario, we have to make ourselves happy. So today, I'm getting you the tips, especially to the kids who are more emotional, how to make themselves adapt to this changing world. So you have to adapt yourself to the digital world, because the world is changing. The future is of digital era. So you can't escape yourself from this scenario. You can't go for escapism. We have to face this situation, and that's only by making ourselves change and find out ways and techniques to cope up with the digital mode. Dear children, I once again request you to adapt yourself to the digital teaching that has been done by teachers and professors. Make yourself comfortable with the digital learning. So whatever the academics you have to go through online in the present situation. The second point is there should be a thirst for knowledge. When you are sitting at home, you have more time at home compared to when you're going to school or colleges. So try to do some crash courses. Try to gain some certificates. The Education Ministry have been publishing, advertising, declaring some of the crash courses, some of the online courses which you could do online and get certificates. So I would request the students to go for that, to make yourself busy, engage, try to get more and more certificates in this pandemic situation. Try to surf the website for more resources of your study. Now this is the third point. Don't depend on the school or the college material. Try to surf the website, the internet for your study materials. Do some exhaustive study on the topics that are being taught by the teachers, professors. So today, take it positively that you have got enough time to do an exhaustive study and get to the depth of concepts of your study and get good marks. Mind well, it's not the marks that count in this real world. When you come out of schools and colleges, it's your practical knowledge that counts. So have a crave, a thirst for knowledge, and try to surf the web, try to surf the net for getting more information, more knowledge on your study topics. Dear kids, the third point that I told you is your thirst for knowledge, your extra exhaustive study. Now the fourth point is make a timetable. Make a timetable of a routine. Observe for some days what you are doing throughout the day. Just jot it down for 2 days, 3 days, and see where you are wasting your time. See what you have done throughout the day. You're able to channelize yourself. On the fourth day, make a timetable for your day. In this timetable, try to include at least 1 hour or 2 hours, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening for some physical activity. Because there are going to be some repercussions, some bad effects of this sitting at home sedentary life. Either maybe a student or maybe a professional or an adult. So we have to make ourselves physically fit in this pandemic situation also. And physical fitness is an immunity enhancer. If you're fit, then you can do all the mental works. So for student life also, being physically fit is important. So keep 2 hours a day for it, minimum. 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour at night. Now, even if you are not able to go outside, if your circumstances, if your living habitat doesn't allow you, then you can involve yourself in some yogic exercise, in some doing asanas at home. Especially the children should engage themselves in some indoor games which they can play with their siblings. So either play some indoor games or do some exercise at home. Include it in your routine timetable. So the fourth point is exercise or physical activity. Now the fifth point is try to develop a hobby. If you already have one, well and good. If you don't have, try to develop a hobby of yours. Now you know what is hobby, which you do in your spare time, which gives you pleasure. It's not intended for academic purpose, neither for your money purpose. So anything you do not for money or not for in the sense of work and which gives you happiness, that is hobby. It could be bird watching, it could be